want to probably have your hard wall spawn in camping, just to western this site. Alright. You don't typically want to run straight up to right here, because there's a trick where a pulse or anybody with C4 will have this door ripped down, and they can run out and throw C4 and kill you in the spawn, so just be wary of that. Obviously you got a camera here, you got a camera over here. Alright, this is why the site's terrible, because once you open this, you can plant right here. This is site, and this freezer can't be shot through it, so this is your plant spot, either here, or if you want to, you can hop up on this counter and plant. But what you need to accomplish first, though, is while your hardwall and Thatcher are doing this and drawing the site, you need to have your people above breaking, because right here is where you cover the plant from. And sorry if you hear my son wiggling in the background, because he's fighting his sleep. Anyways, see how easy it is to cover that plant right there? But you want to draw on up here. Usually if there's a roamer, there'll be maybe 1 or 2 roamers, so maybe have somebody push in from dorm's window. What I typically do if I'm clearing up top is I'll come in from up top near piano, which is up here. I'll come from up here and drone all this out and clear from up top this way, and then meet your person who's in dorms. And once you've got top control, D, you scared me, bro. Once you got top control, either have somebody set up on the flank right here while the other person opens this. I mean, if you want to get fancy with it, though, I mean, you can open pretty much this entire site, I think, from above. Yeah. Anyways, that's your main goals. Not gonna get too super detailed for you guys, being in the silver and bronze rank. You don't need to know too much. But yeah, get top control, get this wall open if you want. And also, if you got top control, you know you ain't gotta worry about somebody coming from these stairs. So you can have, after your person opens it, you want to cover the plant, obviously, right? So D, get like where you gonna plant. So while this plant's going down, you can just hold an angle over top here, or if you want to go in deep with them, cover it from right here. Or if you have the bodies to spare, you just kind of pressure this door. Just be careful from getting shot from over here. But that's your typical bush ranger attack. Hang on one second. Your alternates for this is you can control, if you want to come in from, well, there's a couple different ways, but here's your other alternate that requires clearing a lot more stuff. You can enter from restaurant, drawing all this out, make sure you draw out the kitchen, and then step up and work on opening this wall or this wall. That's site as well. But I don't really advise this, because there's more places you can get flanked from, and also this site is a little bit more open. I mean, hey, if you want to, you can figure out a plant to come in here. You guys can shop something, or I can come up with something for you. But anyways, most of the time, though, if you get this plant down, it's GG's, because they either have to come above and kill you, or once plant's down, here, I'll plant. I like planting right here, that way I don't have to jump off of the counter. I mean, you can still plant on the counter if you want to, but I'll plant here, and you get the crap out of dodge. There's no need to get shot, right? You throw a drone over here, bang, that's all you need. And you watch him, you see the crazy person over there. Okay. Just kill him. while he's defusing. Anyways, that's Bush Ranger for the most part. Alright. Games. I like what you guys were doing. I even do it, or we've tried to do it a lot of times, as far as coming in here and opening this wall with thermite. I like that attack. Most teams will try pushing from dorms and bathroom and just end up in firefights and rely on winning the gunfights. But you said go over call outs too. So you got yellow stair, well, back stairs, dorms, bathroom. This is laundry. This is games. Piano, because there's a giant piano here. Piano stairs. Anyways, I like what y'all are doing here. I mean, a lot of times you're gonna have a person playing by this piano area, but if you can get rid of them, I mean, and get this map control here, you can either do what you guys were doing, which is thermite open this, get site control and get a plant down, or I don't really advise this one because you can get shot from people rotating out there real quick. You can open it's a laundry side and plant in there. But where we typically have our success is whenever we either come in from garage and electrical room, which is right here. Drone all this out, make sure you drone out sharp, and you get this wall open. Because once this wall's open, they're gonna have a rotate just like D's made right there. But you drone out sight, you get your plant down. Your plant can come deep if you can get it. Like this is the best spot over here, if you can get way over here. But most time on the room, you'll only have to deal with somebody sitting here or in bathroom over there. There's also a dirty little angle that I like doing when I'm holding piano. Oh, what up, Steve? Is you can make a hole right here and vault on this and cover that door, game's door from here. Anyways, you guys can pick either one, or you can do a combination of both. If y'all want to run a thermite and a Habana, you can send Habana over here to open this wall since it's a little bit safer. You send thermite and Thatcher to come open this wall.
I think that's what they need to do ideally. That's what we should be doing, is having a two-pronged defensive.
I like it, but opening this piano wall is a little difficult.
It's hard, but I think that's what needs to be
But
done.
since they were already doing that, I liked it. So I mean,
yeah.
I guess if you want to, you can still another alternate for you that I've had work before. So my solo queue life is we'll gain control of dorms and these stairs, and then push into laundry and get a plant down in laundry. That's happened before. I mean, this is usually going to be your number one site that people choose to defend first, though.
Not Bush Ranger.
Yeah, not Bush Ranger. Bush Ranger's horrible. But yeah, but droning is super important, especially if you're going to come from like garage and party area, because you'll have a roamer hanging out near shark sometimes. This is, we call this upper shark. I mean, there's a giant shark right here. This is shark stairs. And then this is bottom of shark or restaurant. Also, Devin,
Shark window.
Devin, I've seen you get killed from this right here. So you can defenders can rotate in and out of there without getting detected. So y'all got to be careful for that, especially if you don't get hung up over here and let them rotate on you and shoot you in the back. Attacking this site. Spawn. What's this called? Fuel pumps. Yeah, you're gonna send 2 people up here. Play on that window. If you want to get fancy, you can. Well, I can't repel because I'm a defender. Ugh. Anyways, you'll have one person playing this window, one person playing that window.
You have entered an
The
enemy
one
controlled
person
area.
playing the electrical
Now,
window.
you have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
The electrical one that I'm breaking right now is going to be the hottest, probably. So this person just needs to make sure you don't get run out on. This person's more important after we have garage control.
Claymores work really well.
Yeah. Anyway, so you got one person, two person. Alright. Somebody to open this garage. Bring a thermite, even though, I mean, it might be reinforced, it might not. But bring a thermite, open the garage just for pressure. And then once thermite opens that, he rotates up here, upstairs, and he plays this bull window. Preferably not super peaky. And you can do a reverse repel right here if you want to kind of hide stuff. But anyway, so now you got somebody on bull window, you got somebody on both of the upper garage windows, and you got somebody on electrical window.
Do you need...
This person needs to be your best gun. So make sure you drone out reception. Make sure you drone out compressor, which is right here. And really, you can have the electrical person that's sitting on the electrical window actively droning for this person, so he can just enter. So he ain't got to drone for himself. But anyways, he's going to come in, being given information about where the enemy is, and hopefully clean up some house. And once he gets control of these stairs, he kills these folks up here. Your two people on your garage windows hop in, and then you focus on clearing electrical and not getting... I mean, this is when your gunfights are going to happen after you clear the garage, because this is sight. But hopefully we can hop in electrical, cover this
That's
way.
already 8, and that's 1. No, we already ate it.
But through electrical, you can get on both sides of the site. But anyways, you got garage control, somebody's in electrical. You can smoke it up, hop in, and plant. And that's that one. And I just kind of shot this like right now, so it might not work the best, but I think it will work if you do it right. Because the other option is somebody still playing electrical window. You guys take shark control. Right, you take upper shark, make sure nobody shoots behind you, and then you get a bunch of gunfights right here and right here. And they also have somebody coming from the games area, so you get kind of a crossfire going, which really it should work. I don't know why it can't never happen with us, but that's your other option. But anyways, on to the next one, which would be compressor. There is another way that a lot of teams try to do it.
Don't break mine.
I'm not really suggesting this, because you can turn this into a little kill box. A lot of teams will come in from a waiting room and they'll push into a restaurant or convenience store, try to open this wall and plant in here. There's just a lot more to go through, because I mean, if somebody sets up a mirror on the soft wall, or what's the thing that you do, Steven? You reinforce the freezer. Yeah, you reinforce the freezer.
Yeah, I reinforce the freezer. I throw a lesion trap at this choke point, like right here.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I hear it pop, I pre-fire this wall through the closet. I've downed someone before and killed him.
Yeah.
Or you could even set up a soft mirror low on this wall.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, my bad.
You good?
And then just hop up with it.
But regardless, like, this is just a little death box, and unless you guys want to do some gunning, I don't suggest it. It's a lot easier to pressure them if you just take from restaurant or coming from reception, open the compressor wall, and plant behind the compressor and cover it.
Some people like opening freezer wall.
Yeah.
And then coming in the same way. But either way, you still have to get through this door.
Yeah, if y'all start getting to higher levels, I would suggest sending 2 or 3 people up top, clearing up top, opening the site. And then
if you can send people up top and bang them out from behind the compressor and off this site entirely, then this is a lot easier.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you where this is above. Right there. Yeah, that's directly behind the compressor. Bring somebody with some breach pads or a buck or a sledge. And you can open this whole floor. All of this stuff. Or you can get a dirty little angle onto. If I can open this up with just my gun, we'll see. Anyways, that's your main main compressor attack. Or, I mean, you do this one. Take the freaking kitchen, open the compressor, and plant. It works most of the time for us.
You could try to take Garage and Montaigne, walk up to this thing, clear them out behind there, and just sort of
Yeah,
block it off
you
if
can-
someone makes
you-
it cross.
I
You
think
could do
this
that,
site
too.
has the most options for attacking it, really.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's this site. Alright, so defending the laundry games. Nothing fancy, Steven, just some basic stuff.
Well, I know Devin likes Pulse, so I'll show him what I've been doing with Pulse here.
Kaid, Bandit, Legion, they're all good picks for this site. If there's Echo on the board,
Protect the bombs.
probably bring it. I say Kaid for this site because, and also why I said out of those options you sent me the other day, Devin, is Kaid can just do so much.
Alright, first thing we need to do, yeah, get those two walls reinforced, get this wall reinforced, just this one in the corner right here. I don't know if you need the rest of this wall.
You don't?
I mean, you can, but...
No, I wouldn't do it just so you can have this angle.
Yeah, do you have impacts or barb?
I got a shot, barbed wire.
10 seconds to insertion.
Alright, make the rotate hole right there in the corner.
Alright.
Because this is an important rotate hole you're going to need. And people make it in the wrong spot sometimes, but you need it pretty much right there, because by doing it there,
Protect your bombs from being defused.
you
Hang
get
on.
this shower to cover it, so people can't just be looking clean through it into the other site. My bad. Important thing here, people are, well, a lot of small, I've seen, a few times I've watched y'all play and defend this site, I saw someone chilling right here for a long time.
Yeah, that
That's
was
a terrible
Devin.
idea.
Yeah.
You'll get shot from here. Like, you can expect people to come to this window,
All the time.
so you're going to get heat on the bathroom window and you're going to get heat on this bunk window.
Yep.
The key thing to do with both of them
Located a bomb. Protect
is just don't peek them, especially this bunk window. They'll wait out there all game if you let them. Just have some kind of passive defense, like a Legion trap or a frost trap below the window, and if they jump in, pre-fire them, because you know where they are. This one's a bit harder to ignore, but you need something here to keep them out, and you need to keep an eye on it. You can't let people sneak into this bathroom window. We've lost a ton of rounds because our teammates aren't paying attention to this. They come in, and then they'll shoot me or whoever's playing in piano from here, and it's a bad scene. Here, move. Thank you. You don't need to really worry about these interior walls. I don't think you need to
I'd
worry
say
about this either, because then
reinforce.
you can bang them.
I'd say reinforce these too.
Yeah, those are fine, but I mean like these in the hall.
Oh yeah, you can leave those alone. And reinforce
Leave
this
those
wall.
soft. Yeah, reinforce that just so they don't have an easier time getting into this site. Reinforce this. So that's 1, 2.
Level step.
What I've been doing lately that's been working for me is I've been playing Pulse right here. I'll drop some barb right here instead of the C4. I know. You drop, or anyone has that bar. You drop barb right there, and then you drop barb here. So if they vault over or run up, it gets them. And then I'll just stand here the whole game and pulse. And if they're out there on outside shark window, and they try to push me, I see it coming, they'll hit the barb, and with the shotty, at this range, pre-firing it, they're probably not going to win. Same thing down low, I'll just look below me. Pretty much the only way they can get me out of here, other than challenging me directly and I lose, is they could come below, and they could bang me out with a buck. But I ain't seen many people actually trying that. Even at high level, I don't see it that much. Actually, where did that end up? That didn't even end up anywhere near me, did it?
Yeah, I mean right there.
Yeah, so, yeah, they have to go in the kitchen below me and bang me out. And like, what you mentioned earlier about vaulting up on this
Yeah, that's a good angle.
with a rotate hole here. Oh, I just shot it. And you can sort of get an angle on the door, and if things get hot, you can just sort of drop down behind it and be safe, or you can just drop down entirely. Pretty much, if you're a lot of teams, they're going to end up getting funneled either to bull door or piano door.
Yep.
that's where a lot of heat's going to take place. And if you can just stall them out, then eventually they're either going to get desperate and try to come up west stairs, and someone should already be playing probably the top of west stairs in this corner right here.
Yeah, I'd probably
Or
put
just somewhere
my
around
Legion over here if your pulse is gonna be on.
Yeah,
piano.
Legion is good over here. A Legion's good here because he can put it below him, and he can put one on that window. So if anything happens, he can come around free-fire in here, or he can look over and shoot them as they're coming up.
Break this pot so you can vault over.
The hardest place to defend here, I'd say, actually is bathroom window. And you can have someone playing in bathroom, like right here, in these stalls. They can't be shot from anywhere except through this stall wall, which, as long as the pulse or whoever's playing over there stays alive at top of piano, they won't have to worry about that. And
Yeah.
if someone enters the bathroom, it could even be a smoke, it could be anyone. All they need to do is have some kind of thing that lets them know when they enter the bathroom, and they could just kind of peek around with a good amount of
smoke would be
safety.
awesome right there, honestly.
Yeah, just vault over. They just stand here. If they hear someone come in, chuck a smoke canister right there and gas them so they run back out the thing.
And he could also throw smokes towards this bull door too.
Yep.
Carson says
Peek out real quick,
reinforce
chuck
this
smoke.
wall right here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Reinforce, as long as you make the rotate hole, reinforce this wall so you can't get shot through it.
Yeah.
So now you got even more cover. It's pretty much only the rotate hole that can get you. And you can make this rotate hole higher up, so it's
Yeah.
not so low. So this person, as long as they crouch, they're still relatively well hidden.
Yep.
Just make it a vaultable rotate.
All right.
That'll be good.
So
And you can even then stick a bear trap below it if you're like playing frost. So anyone who does take bathroom, if they vault through it thinking it's safe, they get snapped up. Because no one checks for bear traps below man-made holes.
Yep.
I would
So
open this hatch just for a rotate. Just be wary of Amaru, but she makes a loud noise.
Yeah, she makes a ton of noise. Anyways, I think that's good on this site. So pretty good. So rotate hole here. Make sure this wall is reinforced and has some kind of denial on it, whether mute jammer or bandits or Kaid. Reinforce this
Always go with
wall
the bandit
side
or
of
Kaid over
piano.
mute.
Yeah. You can have
Mute's not really wall denial. Mute is more drone denial.
Yeah, make sure somebody's playing your piano, and piano's kind of a spot where you want this person to play here until they die.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
don't leave, you don't run away from the spot.
Crucial map control right here.
If you either die here or you kill everyone. If
Yep.
you run away, then you failed your team.
Yep.
I guess if you were running away if you were playing Pulse here and you brought C4, you could tactical retreat, just let them in to blow them up from below with C4, but that's kind of a risky thing.
Yeah. So, person playing here. You can have somebody playing actually in games if you want. You can put a smoke in the bathroom. You definitely don't need to forget about laundry, but have your Legion or somebody with barbed wire playing these on back stairs. Don't overpeak the windows, and you'll be gravy. So that is this site.
Actually playing games, the most common spots are probably behind the bomb here, holding an angle on the door, or behind this table here, holding an angle on the door. And that's pretty much the two places people most commonly play.
Yep. Alright, saving that. This is, I don't know, I like defending this site better, but that don't mean that it's a better site than laundry. I think they're about tit for tat.
Yeah, it's like 1-2. It's not that much of a discrepancy between the two in terms of defendability.
Alright. Take it away, Steven.
First thing, I like playing, me personally, I like playing inside garage. First thing I do is I come in here, I reinforce these walls down here. It takes 2. And I will board up this door, just to give me some notice if they try pushing in there. You could, if you have got the time, boarding up the other doors is nice too, but it takes more time than sometimes it's worth. The 2 ops I like playing in here, I'll play a Vigil, but I've been swapping that out. Instead, I've been playing Mute, and I'll drop a Mute Jammer below this window, at the top of the stairs, right here. I'll put one over here, below Bull Window, because it gets both Bull Window and the door from games. And then that last one, I don't know, I've been sort of tinkering with what I can do with it. Putting it on electrical door isn't a bad idea. You could put it below I wouldn't put it below that window because it'll be shot from the other window, but you can put it right here, and it'll probably still get that window. The goal here, though, and I also pick, because I suck with C4, I pick bulletproof camera, and I'll stick it right here on this wall, facing the east window, and then I just lay down here, because I can't be shot from below, I can't be shot from that window, and if they jump in the window, I think I have the advantage. And I'll watch my camera, I'll listen for noise, whatever I need to do, and then my goal is just to keep them out of this garage as long as possible. If they come to this window, I'll hop up pre-firing it. If I hear them jump in, same thing. If I see them going to the stairs, I got kind of a good angle on that. Just buy time, make them uncomfortable, make them not want to just push garage. And generally it works okay. I find a lot of teams end up getting funneled to the north a lot. And they'll either come, I guess they're either coming through games or they're coming through Shark. Reinforcing, I guess this whole wall probably is a good idea. I would open this hatch right here. Reinforce that whole wall. Reinforce. I'd reinforce just this section of the wall.
Just
and leave
side.
a rotate hole.
Yeah.
And you can play a mirror here. A mirror is good. If you stick a mirror looking out towards garage and then another one looking out towards games for intel, that works pretty well.
Reinforce this and this.
I've also had some success bringing castle here and castling up this room, just this door, and doing the same with this. Because the success came because they pushed up through here, then they felt comfortable in this area. And since I was sort of playing around this location, once I had made sure there was no one out this window, I impacted the castle real quick, ran out and shot them. And since they were comfortable, they didn't really see it coming. You can fortify this wall, or you can leave it soft. I think it's kind of give or take. Is there any more reinforcements needed? Like 1, 2, I think, is this 3 or 4 on this wall?
1, 2, I think it's 4.
Alright, so that's 4, 5 for that other mirror,
Also,
6, 7 in the garage.
you see this right here?
Yeah.
Don't have anybody sitting under this. I'll show you why. Because if somebody with frag grenades goes up there, you can drop a frag grenade right on your face while
It
you're
also
just
works
chilling
with
on
cat's
site.
cow bolts if you angle it right. Alright, see if I can get this.
Yeah. Boom, you're dead.
And there's also going to the back hallway. Because there's
Oh,
two,
yeah, right
there's
there.
2 vents on the
Right
roof.
there. Yeah, yeah.
You can we'll drop one down there and you can drop one down here. But attacking, you can also do this. Well, I know we're talking about defense, but if you're below this window out here in the east, if you practice it and aim it right, you can just from out here chuck a drone straight up onto this ventilation unit, and it's got real good lines of sight, and it can just drive all the way up. Oh, my control just drone up there on the vent, and it drives all the way onto site, and no one ever looks up there, so pretty free intel. Mostly hold the garage, so I'm not too sure what everyone else is doing on the other side of it. So, I mean, Ryan knows better how to roam than I do. I would put traps below electrical window. A Legion is always good here because you can sort of play in here for free.
Yeah,
And if you hear that trap go off, come around free firing.
Yeah, we're just gonna set up on, show them just the basic site setups. I can teach them roam school 1-on-1.
Man. I guess you could reinforce this wall with your 2 extra reinforcements
Yeah.
to deny more options to the attackers, and then you can kind of play here. This isn't a bad corner of playing.
Yeah, so reinforce that, reinforce this wall. You got your rotate hole right here.
And I do a mirror here. If
make
she's
sure
available,
somebody's
comfortable playing her.
Somebody's denying garage. Make sure you have something to know if they're on these garage stairs.
Reinforce those 2 walls down there at the bottom of the garage. You'll be a step ahead.
Also, if you can have somebody play this like electrical area, that's probably a good idea too. Electrical and supply, office supply. These over here making Legion towers.
Controller keeps freaking getting disconnected. I think it's finally done.
That is that's the basic setup for this site.
Friendly operator
Alright, now we need to go to compressor.
We have been eliminated.
Okay. Okay.
Figured out?
Make sure to get this wall. This wall is absolutely necessary to get. I think it takes 3.
Yeah, it takes 3.
10 seconds.
So it takes 3 there. You want to get that. You want to get the wall Ryan got. So that's going to be 5. Don't worry about these 2 walls in between sight. Matter of
Yeah,
fact, make
you
a
can
hole
open
right
them.
here. You can open that one. This is a good rotate hole because it's got this little metal grill here. There's a little bit of cover as you're rotating through, and those shelves on the other side. Can't really do anything about the vertical play here. I wouldn't worry about getting this wall either, really.
Be advised,
I'd save them.
Op 4 has located
So
a
that's
bomb.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to get 3. I would get 3 here in the freezer. That brings the total to 8. And honestly, I think that's the last wall that's absolutely necessary. And if you're gonna play off it, you can put one. Leave this wall soft, like I mentioned earlier.
I think they should probably reinforce it.
Well then, yeah, okay, that'll be 9. You only have 1 left. And the last one, you could put it here in this wall if you really want to, but probably it'll just end up in a roamer's pocket. Yes, you need something watching this door. In this case, I'm Goy. I didn't mean to pick him. Just something, you don't want them to be able to walk in here for free. Anything you can do to keep them, like deter them from getting here is a good plan.
Probably
You
still a
could
good idea
even-
to leave somebody up in Steven's garage spot.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan. Just have someone, you need some presence in the garage, because people, a lot of times they do end up coming from here and pushing from garage, and if you ain't got no one behind them, it can be hard to get them out of there. You could fortify this wall, like Ryan said, and then fortify this wall, and leave the other 2 soft, and you can play a mirror here and try to, like, fast peek them as they approach. That's an option. Kind of a dangerous one, but it's an option. And one thing to always look out for, and this is just general, across all sites, across all maps, is if the reinforcements don't go all the way to the top of the ceiling, think about what you can do with blowing the top out, and then throwing C4 or smoke or impacts or whatever you have over the top of it. There are a lot of things you can do with that.
That's also if your Thatcher somehow died, but you've got a buck or a sledge, somebody with grenades, you can toss grenades over the top of them, bounce them down, and hit the bandit charges. Or if you're defending and they're trying to thermite this wall, you can take an impact grenade and throw it at the top of the wall, and it'll blow up the thermite charge.
I don't see many people playing this like this, but you could theoretically put a shield here and try to peek out. Not a Goyle shield, that'd be suicide, but freaking try to peek out, do something with that. I'd say the most common plant spot is going to be behind compressor. People are going to try to rush back here and get to this and just start planting. So you want to have some way to stop them. Throwing a Legion trap behind the compressor isn't a bad idea, just so it gets tripped. Buys you a little bit of time. Playing castle here is a good idea too. You can put a castle on this door right here. You can put one... Putting one here is great if you have a roamer. If not, it's going to get taken out probably, because there's no one to stop them from doing it. Pretty much the same thing with compressor. You put a castle on this door, it's great if someone's on the other side of it to help protect it. Otherwise, you can't really defend it. And if you don't want to do those, you can always throw a castle on this door between sites, just to cut off some lines of sight, and then just use your rotate holes.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need 2 roamers for this site. One in garage and then one playing just the backside, floating between over here and restaurant area.
I'd
From
really
a-
say a minimum of 2. You could probably get away with 3.
Yeah, just because the site's so small.
Yeah, it's a pretty small site. Pretty much if you're gonna fortify that wall, then one person playing in here, one person playing in the other site, and then 3 people roaming. And you could even almost try to play this, if you're confident in your roamers, you could try to play this similar to Border. Make holes in the floor, try to play it vertically
yeah.
if people try to come through the door.
I don't like letting them get that far though on this site.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's pretty much it for this site. We're not going to do a bush ranger defense because you never need to go there.
There are things you could do, but I would never